Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tayler Yarish Show. We are here. We are live. Not really, but we're doing it. What's going on? Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. It's been a fucking week. We still got a war going on. Gas is $30 a gallon. And, all my friends are like, oh, wow, I'm so glad to live in a city where I don't need a car. But it's like, it's still going to fucking affect you in other ways, Uber's putting on surcharges, for rides because gas is expensive. Anything that's gas-powered, the gas that heats your fucking apartment, you idiot. You know what I mean? These people, just because these people don't have a car, they're like, I'm fucking good. I'm good, bro. It's like, this whole country runs on gas and oil. You know what I mean? But the idea that people who don't have a car are just like going to skate through and just not be affected is not true. That's not the case. So that really sucks. I didn't realize how much we do deals with other countries. Can I say that? I didn't realize we could, go into fucking Jordan or something and we're like, you know what? No more trade with you. And then all of a sudden the cost of, candy necklaces or whatever skyrockets $40. I don't know, man. I thought I know we don't make everything here, but I thought we made more shit than we did. I would have thought that if we did like sanctions on China, that would really, fuck us up. But China, it's more goods, right? That's where that would be a problem because we get all our shit. They make all our stuff, But I guess, yeah, we don't get oil. Oil and gas, man. Listen, I know that electricity is the future and Tesla and yada, yada, but listen, we're not there yet. And as of right now, we still need gasoline. I don't entirely know what gasoline is. I know it is it's in the family of oil. I don't know if gas is made from oil, petroleum. That's another word. I get petroleum and Vaseline mixed up. Does that make me a moron? I think it does. I don't know why when I hear the word petroleum, I think of Vaseline. I think of like a thick, viscous type of thing that smells. Is that what is petroleum? What does petroleum look like? Let's see. It is usually black or dark brown, although it may be yellowish, reddish, or even greenish. Okay, that's not what I thought petroleum. See, that looks like oil to me. Okay, here's a good question. Is oil the same as petroleum? We're fucking digging deep now, folks. Petroleum is a broad category that includes both crude oil and petroleum products. The terms oil and petroleum are sometimes used interchangeably. Crude oil, we're not going to get into this. It's not important, but the point is we need to get it from other places because the earth doesn't make it here or something like that. Doesn't that suck that at the end of the day, no matter how much you're crushing it as a country, you can't control what's under your feet, For large regions of this country, there's just jack shit going on under the crust of the earth. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, for all of our advancements, we couldn't figure out a way to just make oil, that seems to be the one thing that everything in this country is artificial. Everything that exists in nature, we've found a way to just make a fake version of that. We have artificial, fucking mechanics and tools and plastics and shit. We have artificial flavorings. Most people don't even know what a banana tastes like anymore and a strawberry tastes like, because it's all just fake fucking flavoring in their food. We can recreate all that shit, but we can't recreate oil. We can't make a synthetic, you know? These companies, these food companies have figured out a way to take a strawberry and just suck out the taste of a strawberry. They can recreate the taste of a strawberry. You're telling me that the Mars company, you know, and Nabisco and Nestle and all these they can't come up with something? Something, it doesn't have to be oil, it just acts like oil. It's oil flavored enough that it will power your car. You know? That's all I'm saying. But fucking Russia's got it going on in terms of their under earth capabilities, you know? But it's just horrible. Last podcast I was talking about, you know, Ukraine's holding them back and all this, and I felt weird being optimistic about it, and now they're kind of getting jacked up because they're not even going in anymore. They're just, Russia's sitting back and just fucking shooting missiles at hospitals and apartment buildings. I mean, this is literally a fucking Call of Duty game just taking place, and we can all see it on TikTok and be horrified, and everyone's sad, and they'll post on their Instagram that they're sad, and then they go about their day, because that's what we do, which is kind of, it's sad in and of itself that that's our response. That's going to be, I mean, I shat on that movie Don't Look Up, you know, because that was more about like climate change and we have to act now on the earth and a meteor's going to come. But it's also our attitude towards everything. You know, if fucking World War III breaks out, we're not going to give a shit. I mean, we're going to give a shit, but we're still going to be like, what's the first meme that we can make? There's always, we live in this fucking thing where we're always going to need to make content out of what's happening. And you know what? World War is no excuse to not be putting something up on the gram. You know? I'm trying to, I don't listen to most things. I don't watch the news. I occasionally will listen to like a podcast just to see, you know, what's going on. If Russia does take over Ukraine, I don't know what that means. I don't know what it means for me. I know what it means for Ukrainians, and it ain't good, you know? But yeah, what the fuck can I do? Can't do anything. If there's any upside to this, it's that when you have World War, if World War III breaks out, that will officially be the nail in the coffin for COVID. You know, it's already kind of not a thing anymore. It's so funny. Like if you like, I'll just click on like the news or, you know, Google News or something like that, and it's just Russia invades Ukraine, live updates, and the Russia, the Ukraine, and then like way at the bottom that'll be like, our deer spreading the coronavirus. It's like, shut the fuck up. You know? Who didn't tell you? Who at CNN or the New York Times or Fox, who didn't tell you that we're not on that shit anymore? Okay, bro? Get with the times. Get with the times. It's Ukraine and it's fucking Russia, baby. We moved on to Rocky IV. COVID's fucking done. It is what it is. You know, we had a good run, but we're fucking done. Can you guys hear that? There's these goddamn pigeons right outside my window. So this window over here, pointing to my right, it looks out at it doesn't look at anything. It looks at other people's windows. Like the way this fucking apartment building is built, the walls, they back up to walls of, I don't even know if that's another apartment building, if it's the same apartment building, but it's I can just look into two separate apartments. So it's just like this square opening and it gives, absolutely no light. And that's just what it is. So there's the ledges of each window that are, on the outside, and these pigeons have just found their way, and I don't know if they made a nest or what, but all fucking day they sit on my window, and then they just jump, and they flop to the other one, and they flop to the other one, and they flop to the other, and they just will bounce back between these 4 windows all day, and they're hooing, and they're cooing, and I don't know what's going on, and they're flapping their wings, and it's driving me up a wall, and I want to kill them. I do. I would, if I had a BB gun, if I had a gun, I'd probably shoot them, because if anyone, like my neighbors are hearing this, they don't know I'm talking about a pigeon. It's hysterical. Yeah, I'd fuck it, because they're so annoying. This one pigeon, he like tucks up underneath the air conditioning unit, and then he'll just fucking all day. Just sounds like a fucking, vibrator just going off under the AC unit, and it's driving me up a wall. And every time they do it, I go over there and I bang the shit out of it, and then they jump to my other window, and then I bang the shit out of that window, and it's not helping. So I don't know. I don't know if there's like bird traps. Do they make bird traps? Bird traps. Yeah, I guess they do. I don't know. Can you get in trouble for that? Can you get in trouble if you catch a pigeon? I mean, there's so many pigeons. They're the rats of the sky. Do you think anybody would be mad if I caught a pigeon and killed it, Or just maybe not killed it, took it away from my apartment and released it somewhere else? That'd probably be the more humane thing. I probably wouldn't kill it if it came down to it, if I'm being honest. But that's the feeling. They say that killing animals is like the first step to being like a serial killer, right? I don't know. Or maybe it's torturing. Yo, Teddy B, let me give you a call back. I'm doing the pod right now. You're on the air. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Killing animals and being a serial killer. Yeah, I get the connection. I don't think I have it in me to hurt a mammal. I'll fucking squish a bug all day though, bro. Yeah, that is what it is. Everybody online right now is getting pissed at Kim K, huh? Did you see that? Everybody's mad at Kim Kardashian because she told people to get off their ass and work. It's fucking unbelievable. And everybody's got the same... Well, yeah, it must be easy for you. You were fucking born rich. And, you got famous because you filmed yourself sucking dick or whatever. So, yeah. It's like, you fucking morons. Maybe that was her launching pad. I'll give you that. But there's no way you stay atop and hold the reign that she has for 15 fucking years without doing something. She's doing something right. But everybody just wants to jump and tear you down. Oh wow. Oh, really? That's what you're going to fucking... What did you think she was going to say? Oh, my advice for women? I think my advice for women would really be to film yourself having sex with a guy. Film yourself sucking dick and then put it on the internet. That would be my advice. What do you think her advice is going to be? Of course she's going to fucking say to work hard. Why can we not? It's like this whole, can you separate the art from the artist? Can you separate the advice from the person? That kind of shit drives me up a wall. It's the same kind of it's the same mentality as like when people get into identity politics, where they discount the information because of who it's coming from. Even if it's the right information, Even if it's a good fucking point, we don't listen to it because of who it's coming from. That makes you the dummy. Like, and in her case, we're not able to take good advice from someone who we feel hasn't earned that opinion, right? And so we look at Kim Kardashian and we're like, well, her how she began was totally unfair for everybody. You know, it was totally unfair, and she was so privileged. So therefore, her advice about working hard doesn't hold any water. She's not saying, hey, work your ass off and you're going to get everything that I have. She's not saying, hey, get off your ass and work. Nobody wants to work. If you work hard, you're going to run a fucking reality TV empire and be the most famous woman on the world. She's not saying that. She's saying work your ass off and you'll be better than you are now. But no one wants to listen to that. They're just going to sit on their ass and be like, yeah, it's easy for you to say. God, you're proving her fucking point. You're proving her point. Because instead of, nobody wants to be the person who takes advice from Kim Kardashian. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be the person taking the advice from the person they don't agree with, even if it's good advice. If fucking Putin came on CNN tomorrow and was like, you guys should really eat your fruits and veggies, people would be like, what a fucking monster. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, he is a monster, but it's also right. He's got good advice when it comes to fruits and veggies. Other stuff, not so much. But you see what I'm saying? We can't take advice from people we don't like. It's an issue we have. Nobody wants to lose face. Nobody wants to be the person who's like, you know what, that's a good fucking point. Yeah, it's a good point. It's very general what she said. I'll give you that. It's very general. There's nothing specific, but she's talking to the world. You know what I mean? She's not going to be like, yeah, I think you should, start a small business, and I think that you should do X, Y, and Z, because it's not going to apply to everybody. But working hard applies to everybody. So of course it's going to be fucking general. You know what I mean? Anytime The Rock gets on Instagram and he's, talking to the people, it's always fucking, yeah, you got to find your anchor. You got to just go out and you got to find your anchor, find what, anchors you, and you got to just fucking get after it. You just got to get after it, dude. All the fucking dudes who shit on Kim Kardashian are the same ones who will watch, any fucking David Goggins or Joe Rogan compilation not that compilation, but, a compilation video of him giving advice. And it's the same thing where it's good advice. But because you like that guy, you'll listen to it. But because she's sitting on the couch in her leather Spanx, you're like, what a moron. I'm mulching over the same point here. But you see what I'm saying? That kind of shit just fires me up. Because you don't even see how stupid you're being. You don't even see that you're proving her point. If your instinct, if somebody who you think like, oh, you don't deserve, oh, she doesn't deserve everything she has, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. It's over. It doesn't matter. She is where she is. So you're going to try and discredit her because you think she got there unfairly. I don't know. As if she's the first person to ever do that. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of people out there who listen to a fucking life coach. You know what I mean? They listen to somebody that tells them what they already know. They just need to hear it from another person. They'll listen to a life coach who hasn't done jack shit, but just will say the right, fucking thing. But then when it's Kim Kardashian, they're like, no. So, I don't know. It's just an issue, I think, that we have in the human side. Nobody wants to give it up. By the way, how funny would it be if Putin out of nowhere just came on the TV tomorrow and was like, I think people really need to eat their fruits and veggies. That'd be so interesting because it's like, how would the media react? They would probably just be dumbfounded that he said it to get like, what is it? Dude, what do you think he means by fruits and vegetables? Do you think that's like a code? Is he sending a code out there to Donald Trump? Is he sending what kind of signal? What is the fruit and what is the veg in what he's saying? You know? That should be somebody. Oh man, that'd be so funny. Because there's people that we all like, that everybody hates, you know? I mean, that's what happened with Donald Trump, you know? You say so much crazy shit that everybody hates you. So then when you do say something that actually is, you know, something good, people still don't, they don't listen to you. Right? Because he said, I don't even know what he said. He said so many things. I will say that Twitter's been less fun without him. Can we admit that? Can we admit that Twitter was more fun with Donald Trump? Just to wait to hear what I mean, the guy was just always fucking tweet. I mean, why can't he just start a new one? Right? If there was is there a way? Is there a way that he could start a Twitter account and prove that it was him without really proving it was him, so he couldn't get taken down? You know what I mean? It's like, why are you gonna ban him after? Why are you gonna ban him now? At the end, because now he has no fucking. Well, I guess he does have influence if he runs again, dude. He's gonna run again. He's gonna run again, and look out, you know. He's gonna pull a. What's the president that did that? Wasn't there a president that like was in for 4 years and then got voted out and then came back and won it? Who was that? What president served one term, was voted out, and then won again? I just threw a lot at Google. No, it just says one-term presidents. Trump joins the list of commanders-in-chief who only served one term. Was it Grover Cleveland? Yeah, he was the 22nd and 24th president. Where did I fucking pull that out of? Where did I pull that out of? See, man, there's so much going on up here. I didn't know the name, but I knew that there was a president. How did I know that? There's no way. That was like a fact from 8th grade or something, you know? See, kids, this is why you should pay attention in school, because you're going to be on a podcast in, 15 years, and then you'll need to pull something out of your ass, and you'll remember a small fact from 8th grade. Yeah, he could come back, man. Right? Tell you what, these last two guys, Biden and Trump, I mean, they're really making it seem like anybody could be fucking president. I could be president, I think. Don't you guys think? What would be the first thing you would do if you were elected president? Like, what would be the first thing you do when you found out, like, we won? You know? I think it's a bad thing that I think the first thing I would do is eat. You know? Like, I would want to congratulate myself via food. I don't think that's a good that's a good marker for a good leader, if you ask me. But I'm just being honest here. I think the correct answer is supposed to be like, you know what I do? As soon as I get the call that we won, we get to work. We get to work and we go fucking kill these sons of bitch, you know, or whatever it is. You're supposed to get to work. I think I would eat. I'd be like, boy, that was a lot, huh? What do you say we get a couple sandwiches, huh? I bet they got a nice kitchen in the White House. How quickly can you get into the White House? Is it like you got to wait? I guess you got to wait till January. Is that when I know that's when you get inaugurated, but is that when you move in? What's that process got to be like? I mean, moving is so stressful. You know what I mean? Like, do you move your own personal shit into the White House, or do you just like roll with what the furniture is there? I guess they could change anything. You know what I mean? There's probably not much of a budget. And by not much, I mean a budget doesn't exist. You can get whatever the fuck you want. You're the goddamn president. You know what I mean? So like if you have them put furniture in the White House, do you get to take that when you leave? You know? That's got to be wild. Because then like your next house, you're like, yeah, this is all the shit I had in the White House, you know? So that's a nice benefit for being the president, right? You get some furniture out of it. You probably get a gang of suits. Oh my God. Dude, those guys wear suits every fucking day. God, that sucks. Do you think Biden has somebody do his suit? Like, do you think somebody dresses him? Probably. There's no way he's doing his tie. There's no way he's still doing his fucking tie. I mean, the guy can barely see. Let's be honest. A suit is supposed to be in every like, you shouldn't have to wear a suit every day. I think that's the slow killer. That's what really drains people's soul, is wearing a suit every day. You know, I think Trump kind of kicked the door open in terms of how you can behave as a president and kind of get away with it. But we need to have somebody who just is changing the dress code, you know? I'm not saying you got to be a slob in your pajamas. But what's wrong? You know, they shit on Barack Obama, right? Because he wore like a tan suit. I'm saying go further. I want somebody in like a quarter zip hoodie, you know, maybe some khakis, and then some, you know, like a respectable casual shoe, like a Cole Haan, you know? Is that how you say it? Cole Haan? Yeah. Like a Cole Haan shoe, something like that. Decent watch, you know, maybe even like an Apple Watch. Can you support Apple? Can you be that blatant about it? Can you have a smartwatch as president? Probably got to go old school, huh? But yeah, you have like a nice, respectable shoe, some khakis, good belt, you know, maybe a hoodie. You'd be like one of these tech CEOs. They can do it. Why do you have to wear a suit as a president? Has anybody like ever, you know, like who would stop you? There's nobody above you, right? There's no way these guys all love wearing fucking suits. It's just they've been doing it their whole life. God, that's got to be such a good, I mean, I take for granted just being able to like, you know, wear a t-shirt and jeans every day. I could wear whatever I want. You really take that for granted. Because there's people who wear suits every day. And so it's a huge part of their day to be able to come home. You loosen up. Oh, the loosen up of the tie. I mean, that's got to be like taking a magical shit, you know? To be able to loosen up that fucking tie. It's like if you ever played soccer and after like a long game and you're taking your shin guards off and you're like, ugh. You loosen the tie, you fucking unbutton, you take the jacket off, you throw it across the room. You know, you take the collared shirt off, you slink out of that, you throw that on the couch, fucking curse your boss, take your pants off, and then you're just sitting on the couch in your underwear and that Hanes tee. Just hard as a rock. You know, at the end of the day, you're like, God. It's got to be the best feeling, you know, just being trapped in that suit all day. You just take it off. You're like, this is who I really am. You know? How would everybody look if they didn't have to work? That's the social I think we're all more animal than we pretend to be. We're not quite as civilized as we pretend. If everybody had their choice, I think you'd be seeing a lot more beards and a lot more tees. You know, I think the suit would be fucking dead. I think it'll come. There'll come a day when we'll look back and be like, you had to wear that every fucking day? Jesus. I don't know. Folks, we're living in kooky times. We are living in kooky times. But what can you do? Got to stay sane. That's the podcast this week. I did that. I don't know if I talked about it last week. That like country club show or whatever. That was kind of a disaster. There's many details. I won't get into it, but yeah, that was a shit show. But we're gonna do another one down the line. I don't know why I'm saying this on here. Nobody can come because it's a private thing for people who, have more money than God and probably own people. But yeah, next Yard Bar Comedy Show is the 23rd, I believe. Tickets are on sale now. Lineup has not been announced, but will probably be announced next day or so. This comes out on Monday. So actually it'll be announced today. So be on the lookout for that. Yard Bar Comedy on Instagram. I'm Tayler Yarish at Instagram. You already know that. Thanks for living. Yeah, thanks for living, everybody. Thanks for listening. Peace out. Fucking sign.